Hey everyone, Riss Walker here and welcome to my channel. I've got another video for you all today, but before I get started, please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and you subscribe if you haven't done so. And make sure you click that bell down there to make sure that you get notifications for all of my upcoming videos. Now today I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind. You guys, do you mind if we talk? I just want to have a conversation. So today I want to talk about beauty and attractiveness. So one thing that I've noticed is that, we hear a lot about, we trying to slay, right? We're trying to slay and we want, our eyebrows to be on fleek. And who defines what beauty is? Who defines who says that, you have to look this way in order to be considered beautiful? Oftentimes with the hair, your curls have to be popping, or your hair has to be straight and long, or if it's short, it needs to be something short and sleek, or the makeup is on a whole new level. You've got women beating their faces, and we've got strobing and contouring and highlighting and just making sure that we have full coverage. And because I feel that the reality of what most people look like is undermined, and it's you're made to feel like if you don't look a certain way, you're not considered to be beautiful or attractive. And oftentimes we see, in the movies and on TV, people have perfect skin and perfect teeth and perfect hair. And now, granted, everything that I'm saying is not it's not a blanket statement. It's something that, some things that I'm saying obviously applies to many, but sometimes it's not. So I don't want anyone to watch this and think, oh, well, that doesn't apply to me, or whatever the case is. Obviously, there are always exceptions to the rule. But I'm saying in general, it's like, where did this standard come from where we feel like we have to have everything perfect and everything together? For example, let's talk about skin. One thing that I've noticed is for a very long time, I feel that people have been given this ideology that your skin has to be perfect without makeup, or that you're supposed to look like your skin is perfect. Let me give you an example. We see a lot of ads and commercials for acne preventing products like Proactive and all of that, right? So it's like, okay, nobody wants acne. Nobody wants, pimples and whatnot. Why? Well, because it doesn't look good. According to who? Because these are things that are natural. And I'm not saying that, pro pimples, because don't get me wrong, I don't like to have them either. But at the same time, it just makes you think, like, who made this rule, or who gave this thought that you have to have perfect skin, and if you have pimples, then you need to go and get something, and you have to have, products that are going to cover it up. According to whose standards? These are just random things that I think about, and I think oftentimes, like I said, we do see images from other places where, their skin is perfect, and their hair is perfect, and their teeth are perfect. In reality, it's not, or there's been, in some cases, a lot of money that's been put out to achieve those things. And it's like, why? Why are we looking so much toward the outside of a person's appearance in order to determine whether they're attractive or not? Where did that come from? People have flaws. And I feel like we live in a world where you're supposed to cover your flaws, and being flawless is what beauty is. That's what we've been told in society. And so hair needs to be flawless, but in reality, that's not the case. Who told us that our hair has to look a certain way? What's wrong with embracing what naturally grows out of our head? Who says that if it doesn't have you don't have a certain hair type, that it's not pretty hair? Same thing with, just even body types. All body types are different. But now we're seeing many women are being pressured to, get surgeries to make their butts look bigger. And just because you don't look like that doesn't mean that you're not beautiful. And I think for me, that's the biggest issue that I've found that I have, is like, we're making other people feel like they're not attractive if they don't have this. And that's not true at all. In reality, people have stretch marks. In reality, people have acne scars. In reality, people have acne. In reality, people don't have, certain hair types. Bodies are not perfect. People have birthmarks and moles and different things like that, and none of that is really put to the forefront, but everybody has it. But nobody really wants to talk about it. Nobody's perfect. Everyone has flaws. And so I think we have to come to a place where we become comfortable with our flaws. And that flaws are beautiful, because flaws are what make us us. Now, am I saying that it's bad to wear makeup and it's bad to get hair extensions? It's bad? Not at all. I'm all for, enhancing yourself and causing yourself to feel comfortable in your own skin. But to pressure yourself or compare yourself to this person and feel like you have to make huge adjustments to yourself to fit in this little box called beautiful according to society standards, that's when I have a problem with it. I feel like flaws should be embraced and they should be encouraged, and more people should be told, hey, people have flaws. When you wear a swimsuit, not all people, but some people have stretch marks. Some people have cellulite. Some people have dimples. Some people have veins. All of those things are normal, because why? We're human, and there's no human that's perfect. So there is my rant in what beauty is. Beauty is not external. Beauty is internal, because you can have somebody who physically meets society standards to what beautiful is and still be the ugliest person on the inside. And that ruins everything. Or you can have somebody who doesn't necessarily meet the standards of beautiful, but they could be the sweetest person and have the most beautiful heart. And that changes everything. I think there should be more emphasis placed on what's your heart look like? What type of person are you? Are you a person of character? Are you a person of integrity? Nobody talks about that. Why? Because that's what's important. It's about what's inside, and what's inside should radiate outward. Now, if you can get to the place where you've worked on the inside and who you are as a person is beautiful, and that's coming outside and people are viewing that, people are seeing that, and then you enhance yourself for the better, then you're in good shape. But just to be outwardly slaying and everything is on fleek on the outside and you're a hot mess on the inside, and you're rude and you're disrespectful and you're inconsiderate and you're unkind and mean and malicious, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares what you look like. So for me, I feel that's the most important thing. Who are you inside? The ideal goal is work on who you are inside. We need to make sure that our hearts are beautiful. Make sure that, the way that we treat people is kind and gentle and loving. Even the scripture talks about that in 1 Peter. It talks about how women, it's supposed to be about the way that you carry yourself. It's supposed to be about your heart, gentle and humble and quiet, as opposed to being adorned with all of this jewelry and all of these extra things to take the attention off of what's really inside. So I just wanted to talk about that. It's been on my mind, and so I definitely wanted to share. Like I said, if you have any comments, any thoughts, go ahead and drop them below. So that is the purpose of my video. I thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Bye.